Well, tonight we begin along the southern border where Mexican immigration officials began clearing tents from the banks of the Rio Grande River on their side this week. This as U.S. officials met with Mexico's president about the massive influx of migrants. Crossings have reached record levels, and as Michael George explains, U.S. cities are struggling to manage as they arrive in need of shelter and food.
As thousands of migrants trek northward, U.S. officials say they're working with Mexico to limit the number of people trying to cross the border. Secretary of State Antony Blinken and Homeland Security Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas met with counterparts Wednesday in Mexico City. Afterwards, a U.S. official said progress is being made. The meetings come after more than 500,000 migrants crossed the dangerous Darien Gap jungle into Central America this year, double from last year, most fleeing crime, poverty, and conflict. We want help, says this mother from Venezuela, and an education for our children. The U.S. Border Patrol says this month alone, officers on the southern border apprehended as many as 10,000 people a day. Border cities are bearing the brunt of the crisis, and Texas Governor Greg Abbott has been busing thousands to Democrat-led cities. Officials say more than 150,000 migrants have arrived in New York City this year. The city is housing and feeding about 70,000 at tent cities and hotels like this one in Midtown Manhattan.
The federal government must take responsibility and lead on this humanitarian crisis.
Wednesday, the mayors of New York, Chicago, and Denver met to discuss how to manage the crisis. New York City's mayor is now requiring bus companies give 32-hour notice before coming to the city and imposing limits on where and when migrants can be dropped off. Michael George, CBS News, New York.
And the administrations of both the U.S. and Mexico released a joint statement this afternoon reaffirming their commitments to foster orderly, humane, and regular migration. Delegates from both countries plan to meet again next month in Washington, D.C.